Summer is coming to an end and fall is approaching. September is a time of transitions. We're moving from the peak solar energy of summer into the more introspective season of autumn. Pagans are celebrating the harvest. The veil between the worlds hasn't yet thinned to its October peak, but it's definitely becoming more permeable. September is fundamentally a month of balance and transition. It teaches us how to release and how to prepare. Just as trees begin to withdraw their energy from their leaves, preparing for winter's rest, we need to examine what we've cultivated through the year and what we're ready to let go of. We start with the Celtic Month of Vine. The vine's ability to thrive and produce fruit, even in challenging conditions, teaches us resilience and adaptability, qualities that are essential as we prepare for the darker months ahead. Celebrate the harvest with friends and family, prepare a meal using seasonal produce, and perhaps include some homemade wine or grape juice to honor the vine. The vine symbolizes interconnections and communication. The winding vine is often seen in artwork and religious symbolism from Celtic history. It's a fabulous month for protection and fertility spells, as well as divination. My article on September Pagan Celebrations has several step by step spells. Are you ready to party? We celebrate the Roman god Bacchus on September 3rd. Bacchus is the god of wine, ecstasy, freedom, fruitfulness, and vegetation, and was always up for a party. In some ways, Bacchus was way ahead of his time. His priests were women. His festivals were open to all people, even if they were slaves, outlaws, or not even Romans. Celebrate the harvest with a backyard gathering. Lively discussions where people speak their minds openly and honestly are all part of the Bacchanalia. September's third quarter moon on the 4th is good for releasing emotional baggage, banishing bad habits, and cleaning up clutter. Plan for a cleaning day. Celebrate Yemaya and the Feast of Starfish on September 7th. This special day commemorates the connection between Yemaya and the starfish, which symbolizes resilience and adaptability. Yemaya is a Yoruba moon goddess governing providence, luck, water, and fertility. She is symbolized by the fish, the color blue, and the crescent moon. She is often portrayed as a beautiful mermaid. Motherly and protective, she watches out for fishermen at sea. It is said that humans were created when her water broke, creating the rivers and human life. Yemaya is seen as a goddess of balance and helps those who struggle with mental health. She was very gifted in divination. As a patron goddess, she can help you to explore and excel at the divination arts. Are you looking for a new form of divination? Dilugun divination is an ancient practice deeply rooted in African spirituality, specifically stemming from the Yoruba religion. Known as cowrie shell divination, this method allows practitioners to communicate with their African ancestral spirits. Step-by-step directions for this good luck spell are in my September article, which I'll link below. Start by placing a bowl of water in the center of your altar and light a blue candle just behind it. You can anoint the candle with a bit of coconut oil if you like. Set 7 cowrie shells around the bowl in a crescent or circle. Hold them for a moment, breathing slowly and imagining them filling with gentle, flowing good fortune. Gaze into the water's surface and say, "Hail Yemaya, Mother of Waters, Keeper of life, compassion, and protection. Bless my path with good fortune that harms none. Let sweet waters flow where I have felt blocked, and carry away misfortune. With gratitude and respect, I make this offering." The September new moon is a powerful time focused on grounding, fresh starts, and aligning with the transition from summer to autumn. Spend some time outside, barefoot if you can, connecting with the earth. Grounding can be a meaningful part of a spiritual practice, especially for a green witch or modern pagan. Calming the mind and seeking that connection with the earth. There are many ways to practice grounding. One thing I like to do is sit on the ground and lean into a tree. You can really feel that intertwined connection and energy between the earth and the tree, and if you sit long enough, and you. September 14th gives us another Yoruba festival, the Egungun Festival, celebrating and remembering the ancestors. During this time, they visit their community from the spiritual world. The Egungun bring blessings, protection, and prosperity to the living, with the festival providing an opportunity for communication between the dead and the living. It involves lots of drumming, dancing, and rituals for community blessings and protection. Tuesday, September 22nd, 2026, will be the autumn or fall equinox. On this day, the sun crosses the celestial equator, giving both the northern and southern hemispheres nearly equal amounts of daylight and darkness. It marks the official beginning of autumn in the northern hemisphere, a time when the days start to shorten and the nights grow longer. The equinox's theme of balance resonates deeply in our practice, reminding us of the importance of harmony within ourselves and with the natural world. It's a time for introspection, giving back to community, and recognizing the cyclical nature of life. We celebrate the harvest. You may have your own garden to harvest or take the time to visit a local farmer's market. Practice gratitude. When I'm harvesting from my garden, I like to lift up a simple prayer of thanks to the gods. Mabon is the pagan or Wiccan harvest festival that honors the earth's bounty and the balance between light and dark. We use this time to give thanks to farmers and the fruits of their labor, both literal and metaphorical, and to prepare for the coming winter. A fun craft to do is to make a corn doll from the husks of the corn cob. In many ancient agricultural societies, the final sheaf was believed to contain the essence or spirit of the grain, and crafting it into a doll was a way to honor and protect this spirit through the winter months. Corn dollies serve as a physical representation of the harvest energy, the cycle of life, and can be used as offerings to deities or as a symbol of protection for your home. Hausblot is the Norse fall equinox festival. Also referred to as winter finding, this feast celebrates the beginning of autumn. It is typically held mid-September. However, the holiday is somewhat fluid based on the location and harvesting schedule. It's a time to give thanks for what the land has yielded, to ask for a peaceful, well-provisioned winter, and to strengthen bonds with gods, ancestors, and land wights. Bonfires, dancing, feasting, and honoring the gods were all important during the Hausblot celebration, and things we can do as well. A god to honor during this time would be Freyr, the Nordic god of sunshine, rain, and prosperity. I'm working on deity guides, which will be available on my Etsy shop and on the website. Ways I honor Freyr include an offering of apples and mead. Freyr cares about the environment, which is why he is a god that I, really look up to. Plant natives that support local wildlife and stand up for environmental issues. While we're harvesting fruit and veggies, we can also gather seeds for next year's plantings, collect seeds from your garden, or forage responsibly for seeds in nature. Look for native flowers and green spaces in your area. Gather seeds and plant your own native flower garden. This connects you to the eternal cycle of death and rebirth, and it also greatly helps wild birds and insects. September brings us the harvest or corn moon, symbolizes abundance, gratitude, and preparation. Take a walk under the full moon, reflect on accomplishments and what you're ready to release. In Cree, it's the autumn moon, or Takwa Kipisi. It's a time to express gratitude for abundance in our lives. The fierce warrior goddess Astarte from Mesopotamia and the eastern Mediterranean Sea region, she is often depicted on horseback and wielding weapons to grant victory in battle. Her symbol and spirit animal is the lion, tied to her strength and her role as a warrior. The theme of this month is all about balance and harmony. Here is a simple yet powerful spell to restore balance in your life and harmonize your energies. You'll need 2 candles, one black and one white, a small bowl of water, a pinch of salt, and a small stone or crystal. I use amethyst, but a carnelian or tiger's eye would also work well. Place the black and white candles on either side of your altar or workspace, symbolizing the balance between light and dark. In the center, place the bowl of water and the crystal. Light both candles and take a moment to reflect on areas in your life where you feel unbalanced. Sprinkle the pinch of salt into the water, visualizing any negativity or imbalance dissolving. Hold the stone in your hands and speak aloud your intention to restore balance and harmony in your own life. Place the stone in the water and let it sit overnight to absorb the balancing energies. The next day, carry the stone with you as a talisman of balance. One of the things that our ancestors would have done during this time is to care for their livestock. Animals would have been brought down from summer grazing areas to be closer to shelter and safe from winter storms. Taking care of your own pets during this time can honor that tradition. Make sure your 4-legged friends, or no legs if you have snakes, are in good health. Sapphire is September's birthstone and symbolizes wisdom, loyalty, nobility, and divine protection. The ancestors viewed the gem as a powerful talisman against negative energy, evil spirits, and harm. September is such a beautiful transformation time. By the way, I'm Amy. Hi! And I'm a lifelong pagan teacher and environmental educator. My goal is to share my pagan path and experiences so we can all learn together. Books are available on Etsy and on the website. I hope you have a wonderful month. Please boop the like button and help me grow. Thanks for watching, and have a very witchy day.